Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, for those of you who've been following since the get-go, you're probably wondering, are you profitable yet? The answer quickly is no. I do want to show you some of the changes that we made around the coffee shop, just so we can go over those things as they happen and you guys can keep following along. And if you are ever in Albania, please do come by here. We're open from 7:30 in the morning until 2. So the first thing I wanted to show you is that you can't see out of the front window right now, but that's only because we're closed, and that is why all of our outdoor furniture is jammed in here. It's normally not this crowded in here. All of the outdoor furniture is inside. We have been closed for many hours now. Reason for the curtain is that I do videos here, and when I do, everyone looks through the window at me, makes faces, waves at me, bangs on the window. So by putting these curtains up, it gives me a little bit of privacy. It also helps in the morning when I'm getting things ready in the coffee shop. We open at 7:30 in the morning. Some people come way earlier than that, can see me in here getting the place set up, and they're trying to come through the door to get coffee, but we're not ready yet. They start pulling on the door, it's locked. Or we've even had people trying to get change for their 5,000 lek, which is like right around $50. They're trying to get me to give them small change for it. So we needed to block them all out, so we put up these curtains. It was cheap, it was easy, and I thought it looked pretty good. It looks kind of like a stage. The other thing that we have done here is we added a TV. It's not necessarily for watching sports or anything like that. What is normally on the screen when we're open, it goes through different slides of different specials, events, anything that we want the customer to see, because as we've said before, nobody is looking at our poor menu. Even if we hand it to them, most people are not looking at it or reading it. So if we're trying to get them to see something, we will put it on the screen. Sure enough, it works, and they're starting to order some drinks that they never ordered before because they're seeing it on the screen. So that is working. Another thing that we've done has me very excited is we added a better grinder to the lineup. So originally we had I'll nerd out on you with this stuff. We had the Eureka Grind by Weight Atom 65. Okay, this is great, awesome. But we also had two of the Maukönigg X54, which is really a home grinder, but it was good as a secondary grinder. However, upgraded now, we have this amazing Eureka Specialty 65. It's not a grind by weight, so it's not the same as this one. This is for our house blend. I needed it to be grind by weight because it's very, very fast to do it that way. This one is for our pure Colombian coffee, and this one is for our decaf. So pretty excited about having that change in the lineup for the grinders, because grinders are a big deal in the coffee world. Also, because I've talked about this in many videos before, you've got to keep your eye on the temperature and the humidity. So we have this little gauge here where I could see it. Before, we had this analog one back here, but it was so small that I had to go over here and put my glasses on to read it to see what was going on. Now, for the old and visually impaired, we have this, which is a lot more helpful to me. And remember how I've always complained that the water goes off in this place for the whole city. I got no water, which means I have to close the coffee shop. Well, now I finally got it. All my whining paid off. Actually, it's more like my patience paid off. It's hiding behind all this stuff, so I'm gonna have to show you. It's not very sexy. See this thing? Well, let me finagle it in my hand here. This goes down into a container of water, like the ones you would find in an office where it has water. You turn it upside down and it dispenses water. You would shove this down into the water. It's real simple. Turn on the pump and it pumps from that into the espresso machine. Such a simple little device. Could not find it in this country. Ended up having to get it in China and have it shipped here. Took forever and 2 different attempts. My first order was canceled, but we do have it. It's not all the way installed yet, but I will be doing that fairly soon. The next thing that changed, our poor Cafe 1912 lit up sign, it's had some issues. It's had lighting problems since we first got it. If you'll remember back a few episodes ago when we first had it installed, it was so bright that the lights from that would light up the entire place. So then we had an electrician come in, take out those lights, put in new lights. Well, wouldn't you know, half those lights went out. So we got all of them disconnected. It will no longer light up. We're just going to keep it just like that. It doesn't need to be lit. Everybody knows that it's Cafe 1912. If they don't know it from there, they could see it there. They could see it on the front door. They could see it on the sign. They know they're at Cafe 1912. So that is another small change there. We did update our menu just a little bit, added some more drinks, such as we now have pumps of chocolate and caramel, things like that. We're starting to get ramped up with all the things that we think tourists are going to want when it's the tourist season in the summer. So we're trying to do all we can to get things ready. So that's a quick update of things that are going on. If you feel so inclined, give us a tip on Ko-fi. There's a link down in the description. We would be forever grateful. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you on the channel. And I'm going to close this one out by saying thank you in Albanian, which is Faleminderit.